What are you going to do when times are tough? What are you going to do when times get tough? That's my question. What do we do? What do we do when we are at at our last and things get hard? What do you do? What have you done? I would like to know about that. So you can comment on that below. But what are we doing when things get tough? Right? We have people out here working 40 and 50 hours a week and can't meet their basic needs. Working 40 and 50 hours a week and can't meet their basic needs. And that's a problem. Not their problem. It's the world's problem, right? But too big for us to tackle on right now. But the question becomes, what are we doing? What are we doing if we find ourselves in that particular predicament where we just can't make it with what we have? What are we going to do? And so I was thinking about this for myself because listen, let's just face it, right? Some days you just want to chuck up the deuces and say goodbye to your job. Listen, be real. Even if you like what you do, some days be them days where you just be like, really? Just really. You look at people and be like, that's what you gonna do though? That's how you operating? I, we all have those days. So I was thinking, self, what am I gonna do if I just can't take it no more? Right? And so for myself, I know the first thing that I would do is obvious, it's probably very clear to anybody that I would stop saving and investing anything that I have, or any extra that I have. I would definitely stop saving and investing, and I would kind of like go into hoarders mode where I'm taking every single thing extra that I have coming in and I'm just hoarding it, probably all in my checkings account, which is something that I would never do because I'm preparing for if I may need to spend that money. So I'm taking every single thing and I'm just putting it in my checkings account. I'm not putting it in a savings account. I'm not putting it in my investments. I'm just holding on to anything that I have coming in, right? I'm just going to hold on to it tightly because I might need it to live my basic life. And so that's going to be the first thing, right? Every single thing I get, every penny that I find on the ground, every dollar that I find somewhere, I'm going to pick that on up and I'm going to put it right up in my checkings account because I want to see that pile up at this point. And usually I keep nothing in my checkings account because either what's in my checking account goes into my investment account or it goes into my savings account or is there for bills and the bills going to come and eat it up anyway. So my checking account is usually just like a revolving door and it's almost nothing in there. And so I would take all my money and just stockpile it in there. Now, I'm going to stop doing the extras, right? I'm going to quit doing the absolute most. What does that mean? Okay. That means my child went and it was just her by herself. She went with her friends to a haunted house and they had amusement rides and everything like that. It cost her just by herself $50 to ride all the rides and like get on the hayride, go through the haunted house and stuff like that. But it's an experience. She's a teenager that she's having with her friends. Not only that, $50 plus money food, drinks, cotton candy, ice cream, all of that, right? And so $50 plus. That's the most. We got to stop doing the most when we get into these survival modes. And some of us, and let's be real, don't stop doing the most when we are in tight spaces. We don't stop. People just keep going till they just dig that hole deeper, deeper, deeper. Let's not do the most, right? When we get into these predicaments where we don't know if we're gonna have a job, or we don't know when the next dollar is coming in, or we're getting into these predicaments where our expenses are out of control. Some of us keep spending because we're self-soothing, right? We're trying to make ourselves feel a little better. Oh, let me get this in order to make me feel a little better. Let me go out to eat because it is going to make me feel a little bit better. But we can't. We got to do our own thing inside of our house to make ourselves feel a little better. Listen, get on that stove and cook yourself some tacos to make you feel some type of way. Make you feel better, because tacos always make me feel better, especially if you slather it with sour cream. Okay. But what I'm saying is, do something in your home that's going to make you feel better. Play Uno with your kids, right? Do something fun inside the house to make you feel better. We cannot go outside the house to make ourselves feel better when we are in survival mode, right? And we always want to do that. We always want to do that. And not only that, my friends do that. My friends be doing that. But we can't, because times be tough and times are hard right now. So if times are hard right now, I can't go outside the house spending money. That's not what I can do. So when times are tough, don't go outside. Stay in, because outside gonna get you every time. You're gonna be riding around, you're gonna see that McDonald's and think about those apple pies and that ice cream, and then you're gonna make a stop. Don't do it. I'm telling you. Don't. Just stay in the house. Just stay inside. Don't do the extra stuff. All right. What's next? Get extra money. Listen, I don't know. It's not obvious for everybody. It's not obvious for everybody that if they're in a tight situation that they need to go ahead and cook some dinners, make some platters and sell them. It's not obvious to people that they need to go around, collect the junk that they have in their house and have a yard sale. It is not obvious to people that they need to pick up every single coin that they have and put them coins together and put it inside of their checking account. It's not obvious to some people that these are the things that we need to do in order to get ourselves out of certain predicaments that we find ourselves in. It's not obvious. So I have to say it. I do. I do. Listen, okay? I don't know what people be thinking. I don't know, right? We get ourselves in a bind and then we just keep getting ourselves in a bind and we just keep digging that hole and it just becomes a horrible cycle. Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that to ourselves? Okay. So, what did I say? I said stop saving, stop investing. I said don't do the extra. Don't do the extra. I also said hold every little bit that you have tight. Let's just bring it in and hold it. Bring it in and hold it. Scoop it up and hold it. And I also said get extra money. Some people be living their best lives during the times that are the toughest. When they don't got it, they want to live the best lives. Listen, we all find ourselves there. Some months I do so great at not overspending on my free spend amount. And some months it's just be like, listen, what did I do to myself? I will start off in a bad place and continue in that bad place and continue doing the bad things like overspending and stopping here and hanging out here and doing this. It be those months when I start that I just don't stop. When I start with the bad spending behaviors, they just continue. And I see the same thing when we get ourselves in binds or when we're in tough situations. When we get into those positions, sometimes it's just like a spiral out of control instead of a halt, stop, let me do what I need to do in order to collect myself. So, listen, we got to do what we need to do. We have to do what we need to do. So, if times are tough, then you need to not do the most. Okay? I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. Talk to you soon. In the meantime, don't forget to like and share and comment below.